Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy week 9. We have made it to week 9 of this semester, and I actually need to go back and end last week's vlog, which I think I say at the beginning of every one of these videos. But week 9, so let me do my quick spew for those of you who are new and this is your first time watching a video. I am a cardiovascular sonography student. This is my very first semester. And so I am vlogging the process every week so that you can see exactly what you're getting yourself into if you choose to do a cardiovascular sonography program or sonography program just in general, because I know there are many different kinds of sonography programs out there. I just happen to be studying cardio. So if you want to follow my journey, be sure to subscribe. And I'm sure that I've made a playlist by this time so you can see all the previous week's videos. I also try to intersplice pieces of my life in the middle of these videos so that you're just not watching me sit here at the computer all day. And the other thing for you to know if you're new, I do a hybrid program this semester. So I'm only actually in the building in a classroom on Fridays. But the rest of the week, I am here on my computer getting all the work done. So let's talk about what all the work is. Ciao. I have so much work to do this week. It is not even funny. And so by now you know that I am doing my sonography program and that I am trying to finish off my degree in science at the same time. And so let's just go over the sonography program based things first. Here's my handy dandy paper. It is really thick this year, y'all, this rest of the semester, because this is a newer one that I just put together. And I'm keeping up with what I said. So I'm not writing everything down anymore. I'm literally just doing it on this paper. And then every week, I just do a different color highlight so that I know what I'm referencing from every single week. Don't mind this. This just covers over private information. It happens to be a recipe for a marinade because I went camping over the weekend and I didn't vlog any. Sorry, but I will throw in some pictures. Anyway, this marinade is from a recipe to make some salmon. Ooh, let me tell you, that salmon was so good. This salmon was so good. Anyway, let's get to it. So for my Introduction to Healthcare class, I have an essay that's due this week on professional presence. For my medical law and ethics class, I have a discussion post due this week, and discussion posts are about as long as essays, let me tell you. And it is on the benefits and legal implications of telemedicine. And so I have to have that discussion board in by a Thursday, all replies done by Sunday. For my cardiovascular A&P class, I have quiz number 6, and that is going to be on the cardiac cycle. For my beginner ultrasound physics and instrumentation class, we're going over chapter 19, and that is on the continuous wave Doppler operation. And that is quiz 8 of the semester. And then past that, then we go into my 2 additional classes that I'm doing that I just started. And that's United States history since 1865. This is not sonography related. So just, this is something else. And this class, it's only week 2 of this class and it is kicking my ass. I think that sometimes teachers don't realize that you have other classes. Even though this is an 8-week course and it is accelerated, 7 assignments in 1 week is a whole lot. So anyway, I have the chapters that I need to read. I have a weekly discussion post due. I have a Nearpod due. And Nearpod, I don't even know how I would explain it, but it's pretty much a lesson. You get to go through the lessons of slideshows and things, and it teaches you different things that the teacher puts together. But there's also questions that are put in between there. So you go through a couple slides and you have to answer open-ended question, or you have to answer a multiple choice question. This week, the Nearpod alone is 62 slides. So y'all pray my strength, please. I had to do a comparison between W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington. I also have a short answer question to do, and then I have a PACE assignment, which is another essay for this week. And then for my Religions of the World class, I have to do a discussion board and read chapter 2. This is going to be the first discussion board of that semester. So for that history class so far, I've done the comparison between W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington. It had to be a Venn diagram. That actually was a good project. I've not had to do a Venn diagram since like 5th grade. So it was cool to have to do it and then to find out a way to do it digitally. If you don't know, you can make Venn diagrams in Microsoft Word. So moral of that story is there's a lot of work. I officially finished my rhythm analysis class. Thank Jesus. Okay. So rhythm analysis was a class that I was doing with all the EKGs and ECGs classwork. And I wish that I would have enjoyed it more. This semester wasn't a great semester for it. Half the class we didn't really have that we were supposed to be having in the building. And so there was a lot of difficulties with it. And so Friday was my final, which is why last week's vlog is probably really short because I was really studying really hard for the final. Ultimately, I ended up getting a 90.43, I think, on the final. Excuse me. And my overall GPA for the class came in at an 89. And I ended up getting a B for the class. So an 89 is considered a B. A 93 and over is considered an A. My school does not have any minuses or pluses. So either you fit into this category or you don't. So 88, which would have been at other places like an A minus, is actually a B in my school. And then anything below a 77.95, I think. Anything below a 77.95 in a class for this program is a failure. So you got to do it. So if you're going to be here and you're going to do it, you got to do it. And you have to meet the challenge. They don't want to see anything below a 77 because you do fail. There's no like D's and F's and C minuses or any of those things. But anyway, I made it through. Kind of bummed about the B, but also just like, okay, that's fine. I can deal with that because of what it was. And it is what it is. If I had, well, I ain't even going to get into that. I'm not going to get into it. We're just not going to get into it. But we're moving forward. So moving forward, I have a ton to do. It's a bit of a change of scenery. I am at Panera. Sitting here eating breakfast. And then I'm going to work on quite a bit of work that I have to get done. I'll fill you in a second. All right, good morning and happy Thursday. It's Thursday and I have class tomorrow and I'm changing things up by doing work in Panera. So this is the first time I'm doing this semester. Normally I do everything at home, but I needed to come down here to Walmart because I need to get propane for my heater since I'm going camping tomorrow and I have quite a bit of things that I need to get done. So I said, you know what? I'm going to leave the house. Panera is literally right across the street from Walmart. I'm going to do a good portion of my work there, go to Walmart, pick up things so that I have a lot more done by the time I get home. Largely because I need to do quite a bit of sewing to finish up for my sewing trip, to finish up for my camping trip tomorrow, which I will explain later. And I have quite a bit of assignments to still do. So luckily for me, I did get a lot done, but what's left is a discussion board for my medical ethics class on the telemedicine, which I talked about earlier. And so I need to finish that because that's one of those things that's due today. I have an essay due for my history class, due at the later, like end of the week. Short response also due. And then I also have an essay for my intro to healthcare class still due. And so I figured I'd sit here and I'd do it this way, largely because I'm going camping. And I won't be back until Sunday evening. And where I'm going, I'm not going to have a significant amount of service to be able to do any of these things. So I'm trying to get it all in before tomorrow, or not all of it, but just get a good portion of it done so I'm not like scrambling by the time I get back. I'll have to show you all the things that I ended up getting done. A very productive session in Panera. It's something about just leaving your normal place, sitting down and like focusing all your time, because I would not have gotten as much as I got done this morning at home. Anyway, I'm in, Walmart to go get the things that I need and the joys of the holiday season. You guys know I love it. And it is just so nice. So nice. Some people think that like holiday decorations in October before Halloween is a bit much, but I just love it. I love it. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I walked in and was like, yes, Christmas trees. How nice.
Already know this, that blood flows in the direction that it does because of pressure changes. So the heart's contraction and relaxation phases, and we want to also keep in mind that blood is always going to flow from that higher pressure side to that lower pressure side. So I made something for us to do together.
Good morning. I'm back at school. It's Friday, of course. And of course, I'm looking to get around. Today's been a good day. Today we did the cardiac cycle in my A&P class. I no longer have that rhythm analysis class, so that is great. Oh, I was meaning to color this thing. Let me go to the bathroom first. We no longer have that late night A&P class, the rhythm analysis class. That's nice. So after my ultrasound class, I'll be done. And so this ultrasound class hopefully will go pretty fast, and then we'll have a review because we have a test coming up next week. It is going to be our second test. All right, so bathroom trip done. And now I'm going to go color the paper, like I said. I was supposed to do that last week, and then I didn't, but I would like to be contributory to the coloring pages. So I'm gonna go over there and color some pages since I have a little break between now and my next class, which I always have a half an hour break. But if the other class ends early, which it did, by 20 minutes, I get more time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's finally actually open. The store is usually not open, so I don't get a chance to come in here. But this is the skills lab for my school for our actual department where I'll be doing, like the cardiovascular sonography stuff starting next semester. So that's exciting. But yep, this is it. All the sonography machines, all the patient beds. Well, not a lot because there's only 7 of us, but yes. Here we are. So I'm gonna do some coloring in. I haven't decided what part yet, but I'll let you know before and after. Looks better.
Why is the U so big?
I don't know, that's a great question.